Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Last time, more sadness abounds. This whole series of quests has just been like a giant punch to the feels. One death after another, it's also needless. But there were glimmers of hope in the end. More specifically, it was Vritra actually managing to finally come clean with his people. And his people were pretty dang chill about it. I'm hoping it lasts. Plus side, I also have flying now, so yeah, that's fun. All right, Matsuya, what's next? Under his wing. He's gonna formally take control, As you have finished your deliveries, might I talk with you for a moment? I was curious to know what has become of Mevon and Kersos' remains. Yeah. We found them, we could bring them back. Oh, thank you, friend. Surely they will be able to rest peacefully by each other's side. I and the people of Palaka Stand will perform the rites as soon as we are able. As for the child, it will not be easy for her growing up without her parents, but I promise to do what I can. Once she is able to eat solid food, the fish I catch will help nourish her. Aw, that's sweet. Meantime...
Well, we finished delivering the chai. I do believe everyone has a piping hot cup now. I can almost believe there's magic at work, how their tension fades with every sip. Let us pray that Palaka Stan has seen the last of those transformations, at least for now. They are still at risk, as every village in Thavner like as not. Still, I trust we can leave this place in the care of our friends from the Radiant and the High Crucible. Shall we return to Razat-Han?
We should.
By all means, do not let us keep you further. There are still many who have need of your wisdom and strength to deliver them from this terrible calamity.
And I will do what I can as well. I will bring rations and supplies from Akiali. We have plenty to spare. Good.
Then, let us find Estinian and be on our way. Where did he wander off to again?
He's back at Razat-Han, I'm guessing.
The Wakeful Taronka. Near the bridge at Razat-Han, as I recall. Very well, then.
Yep. This should be a good cutscene with any luck. You two take care. And even if things feel like they're settling down, the weather here is clearly still all messed up. Alphino told me everything. Full glad am I to hear the people are safe. Likewise, you will be pleased to know I found no evidence of lingering beasts in the jungle and ruins. It would seem you finished off the last of them. Trying times yet lie ahead for the people of Thavner. Fortunately, they have a wise and benevolent satrap to shepherd them through. Speaking of which, I received word from Thancred not a short while ago. He awaits our return onto the city on Edzal's path. Come. Ooh, sweet. Might there be an announcement coming? Alright, Thancred, lay it on us. It's good to see you safe. Given the skies, 'tis all too easy to fear the worst. I am pleased to report that we've succeeded in quelling the threat here in the city. The beasts have all been felled, and the citizens are safe for now. I've also heard from the Radiant that an important proclamation will be made in the city square, though they said no more than that. Might you have any idea what this is about? Yeah, I think I do. I think Vitra's about to come clean. So, Vitra is finally coming out from behind the curtain. I suppose we too should hear what he has to say. To Megaduta then, but before that, it would appear that word of the assembly has not yet reached all the citizens. If anyone along the way seems unaware, we'd best enlighten them. Good idea. Trust me, everyone's gonna want to hear this. Alright, where I gotta go? There's who I was looking for.
Are the beasts all gone? I've been hiding, and I'm too scared to go out and look.
They're gone, but there's something you gotta go see.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought one of those beasts was going to eat me. I wonder where Varshan is. He's the slowest runner. I hope he got away. He could be with the other people from the palace. Maybe I'll see him in the square.
Maybe, or maybe that's my cue to go find him. Got another one here.
Leave me be, please. I swear to you, my flesh tastes absolutely terrible.
Do I look like a monster?
Oh, gods, what are you doing scaring me like that? If we're not quiet, those beasts will find us.
They're gone, man. They're all gone.
The square, you say? But that's where the satrap was killed. With my very eyes, I saw him crushed to that creature's maw. So many lives lost. Such terrible carnage. And you say there's someone else who would lead Ratatan in his stead. Whoever they are, if they say anything to sully the memory of our beloved satrap, I'll make them regret it. Oh. You know, I was worried for just a second that he might actually pop right here in the middle of the square and I'd have to fight. I'm gonna guess this is a voiced cutscene. This just seems too important not to voice. Having Vreecher come out to the freaking people.
Look, someone's coming.
Ah! The little one. I was wondering where he was during all of this.
People of Razathan, it warms my heart to see so many brave, resilient souls before me. Today, I would share with you a great revelation. But before I do, I must make a humble request.
Keep your shit together.
Do not be alarmed, nor avert your eyes. See the one I unveil for who he is, and know that he means you no harm.
Very well. I dare say it can't be worse than the horrors we've already seen.
Very true.
Many thanks.
You mean unless, of course, Varshan's about to rip his chest open and pull the dragon eye out.
A dragon?
Mm-hmm. Aww. This is definitely not the freakingish Guardian's reaction.
People of Radzathan, I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode. Tis as the Satrap's ally I am known. Today, I would reveal the truth unto you.
I'm actually the one in charge.
Let us hope they accept him.
I think they will. Come on. I'll keep us in suspense.
If I am hearing this right, you were the satrap all along?
Mm-hmm.
Vashan! I mean, Master Vitra, does your divine eye really see all?
Nay, child. While mine eye hath borne witness to the whole of our nation's history, to its future I am blind as thee. Countrymen, calamity the likes of which we have never known is come to Thavne, our home. Friends and loved ones have been taken from us. I, too, have lost my closest confidant. Ahawan loved this land and served it with dignity till his dying breath. A nobler satrap there will never be. For so long, I lacked the courage to face you. I will not easily earn your trust, this I know. And yet, I cannot sit idly by and abandon Radzathan to her fate.
Damn right.
A font of boundless vibrancy, this jewel of the ocean. Since time immemorial, hath she glittered with every color imaginable. To this dragon, slumbering in his dark lair, 'twas a mesmerizing sight, and one that brought no end of joy to my heart.
Aww. It's a big softy.
This calamity has stolen too much from you already. Yet so long as you live, the light of Radzatan will never be extinguished. I pray you let me watch over it. Over you. And lend me your strength, that we might face this trial and those to come as one.
I do not know you, dragon, but I thank you for speaking the truth to us. As divinities, both Manusha and Riga once joined together, so too do I believe that hand in hand, we can overcome this ordeal and welcome an era of peace.
And he was so worried.
A sight that would have surely brought a smile to Azael's face.
Yeah, it would.
Indeed.
Oh, it's the Charlians. You're late to the party there. Oh, this ought to be unpleasant.
Excuse me, but I must speak with the Satrap at once.
Oh yeah, he's over there, the big old dragon.
Father.
You have suffered dearly of late, yet you must endeavor to look beyond these losses to the future you yet have. On behalf of the Forum of Sharlayan, I come with a proposal by which you, the people of Radzatan, might be saved.
You know, here's the thing. 20 minutes ago, these guys might have actually accepted and gone to the moon. I'm betting now they're gonna tell these guys to go fly a kite.
I say again, I must speak with your Satrap. I beseech you, take me to him with all possible haste.
I am Satrap here. Speak thy proposal. All present shall hear and judge.
Yeah, you weren't expecting that, were you?
If I have given offense, then I apologize. First, allow me to share with you what knowledge we have of the phenomenon responsible for your woes. The final days.
Well, gonna fill in some pieces of info for us? Or are you just gonna recap?
It is an affliction of stagnancy and rot, sown into the currents of the star. Though the first prominent manifestation was here, in Thavner, it will invariably spread to every corner of the world. The Forum was forewarned of this apocalypse several centuries ago. Thenceforth, my predecessors sought to prepare for the end times in the only conceivable fashion, by securing a means of escape.
Escape the star? What madness is this?
'Tis by no means madness. With the coming of the seventh umbral calamity, the true nature of the Red Moon, Dalamud, was revealed. That it was an artificial construct of ancient Alag. But what of the Silver Moon? This celestial satellite is yet another technological marvel fashioned and maintained by ancient allies. A ship that will sail the heavens and deliver our people from destruction. And by our people, I speak not only of Sharlayan. We mean to save every man, woman, and child it is within our power to save.
Oh, that's good. I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw these guys working in League with the little rabbit people, the Loporits, I honestly thought Sharlayan was gonna be like, you know what, we're taking all the knowledge, we're taking all the Sharlayans, and F the rest of the planet.
Including you, our dear friends of Radzatan. Recent events necessitate adjustments be made, and quickly, but we can and will escort you safely to the moon.
Long long has thy forum been allies to Thavnir? I trust thou dost not extend this offer lightly. Yet I wonder, is this truly the way? Is there a future to be built for us beyond this star our father deemed the last bastion of hope?
Yeah, that's true.
It is for that very reason I come before you and your people. To answer any and all of your questions. To offer my assurances and allay your fears. Though, if you wish the best for your people, I advise you to render your decision swiftly.
Show our friends to Megaduta. They are to be received as honored guests. Worry not. Whatever decision is reached, your paths shall be yours to decide. Until then, heed the warning of these brave heroes. Guard your hearts against fear and despair, for it is within such fertile soil that the seeds of blasphemy find purchase. Remain calm and attend to your daily tasks. I shall return anon.
That's true. Did the Charlie's figure that part out?
Master Vitra, we believe in you.
Do they know it's that despair causes the transformation? Do they care? Probably not. They probably haven't really had a chance to, you know, study the final days. Well, this should be an interesting conversation that I'm guessing we're not going to be part of. Oh. I see we have another issue to deal with instead.
Oh, you're still here. What a relief.
What are you up to, Nadana?
Nidana, what's the matter? Has something happened at Palaka's stand?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I just hope to hear your thoughts on a theory of mine.
Oh.
All who undergo the transformation are drained of their ether, yes? What is it then that gives these beasts the strength to carry on as they do? Logically, they must be drawing upon an alternate form of vital energy. That put me in mind of our earlier conversation, when I tried to explain the essence which many confuse with ether.
Oh.
Akasha. Yes, I remember. The unseen gift bestowed from on high. An energy influenced solely by emotion.
Yep. And that's what's going haywire.
Yes, yes. In this instance, negative ones set Akasha into motion, thereby infusing the beasts with vitality. I posit this as the mechanism by which the beasts are born and sustained. Ah, do you still have that flower?
Oh, yeah. It's right here, although it seems a little dark and... oh, fuck. That's not good.
If we accept that it once shone bright by drawing upon Akasha, influenced by the thoughts of those nearby,
My flower.
then fear, terror, despair, negative emotions so powerful as to suffocate it, permeated the air in this place. You must be very careful. The forces which drive the final days may be beyond our ability to perceive.
Damn.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. At any rate, I will continue my research into Akasha.
I clearly need to go to Labyrinthos to get myself another flower.
Do temper your expectations, however. There are sadly few detailed studies upon which I may draw.
Formulating a new theory as you have is itself no small feat. I wish you well in your endeavors, and pray you take care.
I'd point you in the direction of the Charlian scholars, but they're probably not that much help.
Thank you. You stay safe as well, yes? Till next we meet. And we will meet again.
Well, that is an interesting theory. Kasha. Well.
As far as we have come, after all the horrors we have seen, there is still so much we do not know about the final days. Could it be, as Nidana said, that the cause of this phenomenon is beyond our comprehension? And if so, are we powerless to forestall it?
It might be beyond our comprehension at the moment, but I have a feeling we'll figure something out. What's next? At World's End. Oh dear. Greetings, honored scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have a message from His Excellency the Satrap. Brave scions, you have my gratitude for aiding my people in this most trying of times. Alas, matters here at Megaduta prevent me from meeting you all in person. As a token of mine appreciation, I have arranged for a feast to be held in your honor. May it nourish you in preparation for the trials ahead. Such are the words of Master Vitra. The feast he speaks of awaits you at Merdin's Mehan. Pray make your way there whenever your business here is done.
We thank you for your kindness. Indeed, I was hoping we might find a place to discuss our next course of action, and that seems an ideal venue.
Ah, and to you, Dekumon, there is someone we had hoped to introduce to you in particular. While I am loath to detain you further, might you spare a moment of your time? I got a few.
A personal invitation, knowing full well your services are in the highest demand right now. This must be important. Worry not. We'll save some food for you, so take all the time you need.
Thank you, friend. Whenever you are ready, please join me in the Aetheryte Plaza. I shall go on ahead. Aetheryte Plaza? Alright. Wonder who this mystery person is I'm supposed to be meeting. Access to the Aetheryte, you see, there has been restricted to a select few ever since the tower first appeared. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience, but it was deemed too dangerous to permit the free movement of visitors at a time of emergency. A risk we could not take. In light of recent developments, however, the Satrap has decided that such restrictions would only hinder our efforts to combat the final days. As such, I would encourage you to attune with the Aetheryte before proceeding along the corridor. Oh, sweet. Finally, I can get access to the Aetheryte? It's about bloody time. And I'm pretty sure this is the 90 hub, so I'm gonna set this as my home point as well. Alright, buddy, who am I meeting? You must be wondering what this place is. You stand in the hold of the Radiant Host, from where our leadership oversees all of Rotted Han's military operations. Sundrop, our destination, lies just ahead. Sundrop? Well, this was the excuse I needed to get the last Aetheryte that was over here. Doman Delegate. Doman Delegate, Alamegan, oh, there's a party going on in here. Oh, Ishgardian's here too. Damn, and the music suddenly goes in hot. Welcome to Sundrop. Without further ado, allow me to introduce you to...
Oh, so you're the famous Dekumon Tia, eh? I knew it the moment you stepped through the door. You've the look of one who's walked through hell and back again.
Damn right. Shirabot, please. You are speaking to the Satrap's honored guest and savior of our people. Can you not show a modicum of respect?
What disrespect is there in paying a fellow warrior a compliment? We're all friends here, or will be soon enough. More formally then, for the benefit of my countrymen, it is a pleasure to have you with us, O great champion of Eorzea, scion of the Seventh Dawn, warrior of light, and all-round good egg, I'm sure.
I like her. What is this place? Who are you? This talk of eggs reminds me I'm late for dinner. Yeah, what is this? What's going on here? I'm curious.
I hear you've been to Kugone, where you'll have seen all sorts of foreign embassies and whatnot. Well, we've got them right here at Rotted Han too. Other lands send delegates to oversee trade and diplomatic dealings. Then there are military matters to discuss, which is why all these offices are stationed here in Sundrop. I imagine you're more than familiar with each of the nations they represent, yes?
I think so. I saw them as I was walking in.
We've got representatives from Doma, Uda and Alamigo, Arguing as usual, I see. Limsa Liminsa? Gridania?
They all give their various military salutes.
And last, but let it be said least, Ishgard. They're the eyes, ears, and mouths that bridge the distance between Ratatan and their respective homelands. We've used this brief respite to share the details of our plight with our overseas counterparts. And wouldn't you know it, all of their leaders requested a few words from you specifically. You're a man in high demand, eh? And so, would you mind regaling us with your own account? Indulge us before you indulge yourself.
Ah, fine. I'll give you the brief version. And that's how effed we are.
I thank you for the report. The conditions under which men are turned to beasts, the etheric anomalies you have observed, you have given us much to consider. It is concerning that the first transformation apparently occurred before the skies turned red. It is contrary to what one would expect. Thankfully, the information you conveyed to Lucia upon your return from the moon has already proved invaluable. As soon as reports of the calamity here in Thavnir reached the Grand Company of Eorzea and our Far Eastern allies, our leaders knew at once that the final days were indeed upon us. They began taking steps to assess the extent of the phenomenon's spread. Our agents were able to confirm that, for the time being, the skies burn only over the bounty, including this island and Corvos.
Shit. Corvos?
Alas, that's a little comfort.
Yeah, let's probably not mention that to Graha.
Aye, all throughout Allied lands there have been reports of people transforming into hideous beasts.
Oh shit. It is spreading already?
From what little we have learned, these incidents are similar in nature to that involving the merchant Khazal. As was the case here, the victims underwent the change prior to the heavens being set ablaze. And so, while the burning skies have yet to manifest beyond the bounty, the transformations do not appear to be subject to any similar restriction. If anyone anywhere overcome by despair can turn, then nowhere is safe. That's about the size of it. Speaking of which, we ought to give these creatures a name, don't you think?
Pretty sure they're called blasphemies now.
Here in Rasatan, we've taken to calling the first to change, which tend to be the biggest, blasphemies.
A fitting name as any. To ensure clarity in future communications, we shall urge our comrades to adopt this terminology.
Our leaders have taken measures to deal with the threat to the best of their abilities.
How successful have they been is the question. Hi. Each nation has assembled their own groups of elite soldiers to put down these so-called blasphemies and their spawn as and when they appear. At the same time, they're doing all in their power to put people's minds at ease and prevent panic and fear from spreading. That said, brave souls with the strength and fortitude to fell these terrible fiends are not easily found.
I'm kidding. Just so, and it is for that very reason we turn to you. Pray lend us your strength and help us to slay the blasphemies that plague our homelands. Now, you don't have to give your reply before dinner. I should also mention that each blasphemy seems to possess wildly different characteristics. What works well against one may serve you poorly against another. So before you go rushing off to save everyone's day, have a word with the delegates. They'll tell you what to expect.
Interesting.
I wonder. And with that, I do believe our friend here has a feast to attend. Spare a thought for us while you're tucking into all that fine cuisine, eh?
You've gained access to the role quest for Endwalker. Oh, that's what I thought this might be! A separate quest line and story is now available for tank, melee DPS, ranged DPS, magical DPS, and healer roles. To undertake these quests, speak with any of the delegates in Sundrop and agree to help defeat the blasphemies that plague their respective homelands. I wonder if I'm gonna have to knock one of these out to beat the main story like I did before. Still, that's really cool. And yeah, there are 5 of them here. Sweet.
Pray forgive Shibatu rudeness. She can be a bit
Oh, sorry, this is the wrong guy. Pray forgive Shibatu rudeness. She can be a bit boisterous at times, but it is simply her nature. Anyway, my apologies for keeping you from your hard-earned rest. You'll be rejoining your companions, yes? Do you know the way to the Mayhan? I know Ratzathon like the back of my hand. I have a terrible sense of direction. Yeah, you mind pointing me in the right spot? Truly, a remarkable weakness for such a well-traveled adventurer. Anyway, you can either use the Ethernet or go by foot via the Aetheryte Plaza. From there, cross through Bashan Bazaar and continue down the passage. You'll find yourself right in front of the Mayon. When you arrive, pray request the drink of your choice. Meride says that tonight it's on the house. Sweet. And with that, I must return to my post. On behalf of all the Radiant Host, I thank you and your friends once more for lending your strength and courage to Ratzathon in our time of need. We shall endeavor to fight the good fight to the end, that we might honor Ion's legacy and serve Master Vitra well. You have my word that her efforts will not be in vain. I should hope not. Huh. And it seems that the physical DPS class goes to Laminsa. That's cute. Ah, this is a nice looking place. And thankfully I do have the Ethernet because it's a pain in the butt to just walk around here.
Welcome. When the Satrap asked us to entertain a party of honored guests, I was wondering who it might be. This is a lovely surprise to say the least. By the way, I heard all about Kazel from your friend Rahatia. I understand there was nothing that could be done, but I was heartened to hear he meant us no harm. I cannot thank you enough for dispatching the beasts. As the smallest token of our thanks, your food and drink tonight are Mary's treat. Speaking of which, what shall I start you off with?
A piping hot mug of chai, please. A glass of your finest local spirits. Water. Just water. No, actually the chai sounds pretty good.
As you wish. Pray join your friends and I will bring you your drink.
Everybody's already here. Thancred, why are you not sitting? Astidian I expect, but why is Thancred not sitting down?
Welcome back. Whatever did the Radiant want with you, pray tell?
It was very interesting and I just realized I'm standing on a stool.
Our allies have sent military delegates. That's news to me. Mind sharing the details?
I'm sure. There we go, now I'm sitting down.
So blasphemies now plague all the realm.
Mm-hmm.
It will only get worse if what Father said is true. As it did in Amarot.
If that's our model, then shouldn't we expect the effects to grow more severe as it feeds off its own spread?
Mm-hmm.
As if people transforming into those monstrosities wasn't bad enough. If the flora and fauna, if the land itself turned against us.
No one would survive.
Nope. Well, this is a depressing start. Can we not? We don't need us popping. Oh, is that my chai?
Here's your order, friend. May you find comfort in these dark times.
Where do we go from here? If there's one thing we've learned, fighting blindly and simply reacting to what comes will accomplish nothing.
Yeah, we gotta figure out what the source of this is and head it off.
We must find a solution that addresses the fundamental cause. Before our strength is exhausted, before this crisis spirals out of control. Is there something, anything we've overlooked?
If there is an answer, Hydaelyn herself will have it. 'Twas she who bound Zodiac and forestalled the final days.
Yeah, but getting a hold of her has been kind of a pain.
Alas, we have heard naught from her since the Tower of Babel. Whether she cannot or will not speak, I can only speculate.
Maybe the final days are basically hampering her ability to speak.
Even the flower she gave us is no more.
In our time, we called it Elpis. You would do well to remember the name.
Elpis. I think my character just thought of something.
So advised the Watcher. But what could be the significance of that name? It is entirely unfamiliar to me.
To me as well. It meant something to the ancients, though. In our time.
Most surely. Yet I do not recall a single mention of it in the records of Anida.
Another dead end. Quite literally. It's not as if there are any ancients living we could go and ask.
But there are. Or at least the closest thing to them. Amarot. Shit, we have an excuse to go back to the first?
Such, but not quite dead.
Oh my god, did I actually stumble on this?
Elidibus.
Oh.
I sealed him in the White Auracite at the Crystal Tower back on the first.
Oh. Okay, not who I was thinking of. I was thinking we were gonna go question the Amaronites that Emmett Selk created, but Elidibus. Ooh, man, do we really want to crack that egg?
Contained within that reservoir of ether that maintains it, ether that is returned little by little to the sea, naught may remain of his soul. However, if part of it lingers, we might be able to speak with him there. I know we can no longer make that journey, but you, my friend, still can.
It's worth a try. It would be an opportunity to look in on the others as well, if there truly is no other way. No, if we can go talk to Rin and the others, shit, bonus points.
Thank you, my friend. That would mean much to me.
Oh god. Oh god, I just realized, what if they're suffering from the final days too? Oh shit.
If nothing else, should we learn the first is safe, we'll have that much more reason to keep fighting the good fight. That said, the odds are not in our favor, to say the least. Which is why we're fortunate to have Urianger up there on the moon, working hard to make all the necessary preparations for our departure, should it come to it.
And why we have nothing to lose by staying the course till the last instant.
Indeed. To the last, let us all do what we can. I will consult with Master Matoya and see if she knows of a way to reach Hydaelyn from the ethereal sea.
And I will visit the nation's leaders and attempt to ascertain how far the final days have progressed elsewhere.
Keep me abreast of your findings. I can seek out and slay the worst of the immediate threats, if only to slow the spread.
It'll help.
Unease, terror, despair. Try as we might to suppress them, these emotions will return to harry us time and time again. But when they do, remember this. Your friends and loved ones are out there somewhere, sharing in your struggle. You are not alone.
So ends the brief respite before the next revelation.
Oh, crap.
Yes. So much left for you to see.
Emmett, why? Stop teasing me.
Where beginning ends, and end begins.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. Alright, well that quest was interesting to say the least. Now then, is there anything we've forgotten to mention? Are your arms and armor in good order? Yeah, they're fine. Sheesh. In that case, it's time we each attended to our tasks. And when you arrive on the first, give my regards to Reen. Tell her I miss her. I will. Ah. And who else to set me off to this quest? Return to the Crystarium with Graha. Take this, Dekumon. My spirit vessel. Why? I don't really think I need this to get around. Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower's systems in the umbilicus. Oh, that's why. If even the smallest fragment of Elidibus's essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lina for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the Ascension Gate. Should C or anyone else ask after me, tell them I am living my life to the fullest, that I am happy, hardships and all. Alright. Well, we had best be on our respective ways. God's willing, we will see each other again ere long. And off they go. I go. Speak with Lina, which means I'm headed all the way to the Crystarium. At least the skies here aren't burning like everywhere else.
Dekumon, you are returned.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen that salute in ages.
Have you been well, you and the others?
Oh, they're all fine, as well as can be. We've no shortage of troubles, but we're well enough, yeah, as well as can be, to be honest. You know us, always in trouble some way.
Full glad am I to hear that. I trust my lord is enjoying himself.
Yeah, he is.
He said this to you. Those exact words. Oh, to know that he is happy. It fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Dekumon, for taking care of him.
Oops, sorry, bumped my mouse.
When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself, futile a quest though it is.
I'll try.
And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we are occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for the morrow.
Well, thank goodness. It doesn't sound like you guys have had any blasphemy problems.
If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages on over how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Most are of a mind that the Settlement Council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, which representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy.
Seems like a decent enough fit.
Thus far, nothing is set in stone, but however we choose to proceed, we will not replace our lord. No one could.
You guys really loved him, didn't you? But I do need to get into the tower itself.
Have we recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say there have been. Curious that you should ask me this question, though. Some days ago, Rin came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late.
Oh, shoot. She knew. Because of her connection to the Oracle of Light in Heidelin.
She and other Crystarium youths just hosted a festival, you see.
And I missed it! Aww.
It proved so popular that there were already plans for another celebration, one much bigger than the first. Between her preparations for the festival and the restoration of the empty, she struck me as happy and full of life. So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she would be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject with her?
Of course. Though she probably already knows.
You wish to enter the umbilicus? Very well. I shall fetch the key at once, and take the opportunity to find Rin. Please wait for me in the city in front of the chamber, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity, shall we say. I will be along as soon as I can.
Crap. She knows. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty fighter registrations. Oh dear. That's an interesting warning. I haven't seen that in a long time. This is gonna be a long cutscene, isn't it? Actually, more than likely, when I see an event like this, it usually means I have decisions to make. Rin! Lina? Where is everybody?
Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly Dekumon?
Oh! Wasn't expecting you to.
It is. Full glad am I to see you hale and whole, my friend. What a wonderful surprise it is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours will be the one to crown them all. A vast and contributed chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into travel beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds.
Alright.
There is no need to the end to the questions I would ask you, but if you could just indulge me just one for now. In your quest to restore the night, you faced many a formidable foe. Among them, who offered you the greatest struggle?
Oh, Titania, driven mad by light and loneliness. Vothri, in his misguided self-righteousness. Hades, who bore the burden of his people. This may come as a surprise, but this is tough. No, I would say the biggest thorn in our ass was probably Vothri. He dogged us for almost the entire thing.
Ah, yes, Lord Vothri, former leader of Yomor and the final Light Warden you cast down. Building his paradise on Mount Golg, he proclaimed his existence immaculate and took the name Innocence. Your reckoning with him was, without a doubt, a defining moment in history, and we will see that it features prominently in the tome. I know you'd love to talk his ear off, Warden, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yomor won't collect themselves. Oh, of course. And afterwards, would you care to join me for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time, then. Do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend, in particular, remind him not to overexert himself. Again and again till his ears fall off, if that's what it takes for him to take it to heart.
I think I just helped write a history book. Well, that was interesting. I suppose it did help pass the time until Rin and Lina got here. Or still have not gotten here. Where are those two?
Is that the Warrior of Darkness? Oh, I remember you three little rascals! It's him! It's really him! What are you doing here? If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I need it myself. Best not, Ricky. You'd only give him a stomachache. We've come to see Morin to get his advice. One of the guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight. But first, we need to choose a fighting style. While I know that I want to be a mage, Arkil isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem right, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows about lots of things.
Oh? Yeah, Morin's not here.
Oh, he isn't here? Aw. Oh, why don't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits Aku best? Axe, sword, or bow?
For smiting your opponents, the axe. For protecting your friends, the sword. For fighting and hunting both, the bow. Nah. I feel you as the protector.
The sword. If you took up the sword, you could be just like... Brandon, the Warrior of Light!
There you go.
I love that tale. Let's borrow that book today. It's really popular, though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide, Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style, and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you.
That's sweet. And it's funny enough, a good parallel, because I also started with the sword when I first played Final Fantasy XIV. I was a paladin when I first got this thing going. All right. Any other random conversations I get to have, or am I finally gonna meet Rin again? Where are you, girl?
Such fun he's been having basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms and wide-eyed younglings. But does he spare a thought for me? Of course not.
Oh no. Oh no. Is that my freaking fairy friend? Come on.
I waited and waited and waited, but he won't so much as acknowledge the presence of his beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless.
Aw, come on out. Feoul, I need you. Oh, faithful Feoul, loveliest of branches. How have I missed you? Don't you have more important things to do, Your Majesty? Nah, I haven't gotten to see him in a while. We can flatter him a little.
Oh, if you truly missed me, you should have cried for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. To make up for it, you will call me with twice the passion next time. though for there to be a next time, you've some few struggles to overcome. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it?
Pretty much.
How do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we Fae folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals.
Yeah, I'm definitely not for escaping, and that's a nod!
But here are the ones we were waiting for. I wonder, what manner of conclusion awaits at Tale's End?
It's good to see them at least. There you two are, finally! I've had so many side conversations.
My apologies for the delay. Dekumon! It's so wonderful to see you again! You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure.
Good. I'm gonna have to get there before too much longer.
I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling, like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened.
Okay, so she didn't know, she just felt it.
Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that... I'm the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken with Heidelin. Never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant, then close, then distant again. And then the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window. To my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower.
Shit. What? Was here?
But then I blinked, and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I had seen. And as far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was just a figment of a half-remembered dream.
No, it wasn't. It's here too.
Dekumon, what are you not telling me?
It's not good.
I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is.
Alright. But you're right, it is terrible. That may very well mean that Heidelin herself is gone. Shoot.
It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Amarot has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the First. So don't worry about us. Please, look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly.
That's good. But you also definitely need to know about the whole despair thing, because that's important information.
No, we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath a blazing sky.
It's a good sentiment. Oh, hey, I'm gonna get a new weapon. Well, before we continue, and I'm probably not going to continue, let's see what this new weapon looks like. The Ironwood weapon. Alright. On. Please. Not bad. Not bad at all. It lacks the chainsaw, which I do kind of miss a little bit, but I think this one is just fine. And speaking of just fine, I think this is a just fine spot to stop for now. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and a favorite. and subscribe to join me for more Eorzean adventures. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.